Shri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Nityananda Sahotam Shri Nandanandanam Vande Radhika Charanadayam Gopijana Samayuktam Vrindavana Manoharam Yam Pravrajantam Anupetya Peta Kritam Vaipayano Virakatara Jalava Putreti Tanmaya Tarotarano Vinena Stam Sarvotardayam Munimam Tosmi Rajanulambito Bhujo Kanakavaratau Sankirtanai Kapitaro Kamalaya Takshau Shvambaro Vijavaro Yudharmapalo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karnavataru Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chayai Vaidasya Bhuvanani Vibhakti Durga Ischandrupamapi Asya Chacheshtatisa Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Vajami Jagannath Kandaya Pranatati Alacha Nilachala Nivasaya Jagannathayate Namaha Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadra Jagannathayate Namaha Angashyamali Nachatavi Tomandi Kritanvivaram Chayam Jagudarchasham Vidadatam Patam Vasishaya Brindaranya Vilasinam Vidvasadam Vidamudaram Radhaskandan Veshitodva Bhujam Dhyaye Madamudaram Vrindaya Tulsidevyaye Priyaya Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Hare Satyavatayi Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadaita Gadada Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I give my Sashtagara Pranam to the lotus feet of my Shiva Prabhupada, Nitarila Vishta Om Vishnupad, Ashtotra Shruta Shishimad, Bhakti of Puri Goswami Maharaj. I pray for his causeless mercy, and I give my Sashtagara Pranam to the lotus feet of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada. I pray for his causeless mercy. I give my Sashtagara Pranam to the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj. Pray for his causeless mercy, and I give my Sashtagara Pranam to all Rupa Nuga Guru Vargas, and pray for the causeless mercy. I give my Sashtagara Pranam to all Vaishnavas, and pray for the causeless mercy of all. I give my Sashtagara Pranam to the lotus feet of Shri Devi, whose puja we are also celebrating, who is the universal mother. I pray to her lotus feet for the mercy also. And I gave my Sashtagara Pranam to Jagannath Baladev Subhadra and whose beautiful Netrotsav we are allowed to celebrate today also. So many auspicious occasions come together in one day. This is a very nice day. The best is to be in Sadhu Sangha. This is the best for this human life. Nothing is better than Sadhu Sangha. Atatyantikam kshemam prichami bhavato anaga samsarasmin kshanabhrapi satsanga shevati indrinam. Srimad Bhagavatam says this. Nothing is more beneficial in this human life. Samsarasmin, in this samsara, where we are now, this is called samsara. Who is the master of the mysteries of samsara? She Durga Devi. Durga means prison house. So she is Durga Devi, she is the mistress of that prison house. So we are in this samsara. Samsara means to run. Samsarati means to run together. All are running in this samsara. What we are running for? After happiness, after peace, after many things, but running. Did you see anybody running become happy? Anybody running become peaceful? No, running. You can see any jogger if you see a smiling face. No, they are running like this. So running is like this, running is exhausting, running is troublesome, but this is samsara. So how will you become happy by running? And this is samsara, running in a cycle. How fast you will run in this cycle, what will happen? Where you start, there you will end. So if you run one cycle, you are on the same spot. If you run 10 cycles, you are on the same spot. If you run fast, you come to the same spot. This is samsara. Cycle of birth and death. This is a cycle. Cycle means you start, make a big run, and come to the same point. If you are very busy whole life, you come to the same point. You come with nothing, you create nothing, you possess nothing, and you go with nothing. So why do bother? We did not come, we didn't bring anything to this world. We have created not a single atom. Nothing is ours. We will not take anything from this world. Then why we are quarreling for these things of this world? This is called Maya. And who is the master of Maya? Maya Devi, Mahamaya Devi. So also we Vaishnavas, we are celebrating Durga Puja. We also pray to Maya Devi. We also pray. She is in charge here of this samsara. So we pray how to come out from here. We need the blessings also. Therefore we bow down also to the feet of Devi and pray. Please take us out from here. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one great Vaishnava Acharya, he wrote a beautiful song where he said, Amana samana hi nahi samsara. Nobody is so low like me in this samsara. I come here into this world. We forgot everything. In full darkness we are living our life. So nobody is Bhaktivinoda Thakur out of his humility. He said, Amara samana hi nahi samsara. Astira hai chip pade Haribol. My mind is always astira, is not steady. Always everything in this world will make you afraid. Everything what we separate from Krishna will make us fear. That everything, other living entities, we are afraid of small mosquitoes, we are afraid of big elephants, both things. This virus we cannot see, we are afraid. Everything in this world will make us afraid. Too much water, too much rain, we will get fear. No rain, also fear. Fire, we are afraid of fire, of the air. We cannot live without fire, we cannot live without air, we cannot live without earth. But if it's too much, we also become afraid. This is the world. So mind how we will be happy in this world? Very difficult. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying to Maya Devi. But Maya Devi has two functions. She is Mahadevi, Mahamaya Devi. If those who are Shri Krishna Vimukya Jar, who are turning away from Krishna, who don't want to serve Krishna, who is the master of everyone, the master of Maya Devi? Who does not want to serve Krishna, she is binding in this samsara, Gauraha samsara. She making them running and running and running and running. Like this hamster. I think hamster also in English. He's running in his wheel. What you get? Nothing. So we're also running like this, just running, running, running. Who makes us running? Mahamaya makes us running in this world, and we don't understand that. We think we climb up, but actually just running, running, running. And the result of this is, you become tired, that's everything. If you know that everything what we do in this world will not get taste to serve Krishna, not get taste to listen his katha, Shama eva hi kevalam. The result is only Shama, you become tired. So Bhagavatam is saying this, in this samsara, which is ruled by Maya Devi, greatest treasure, samsarasmin kshanardo api satsanga sheva diyena. For the human, for all, half a moment of sadhusanga is the greatest treasure. Kshanardo api. Even one half moment is the greatest treasure. We can come out human, now we got this human birth. Many are not aware what treasure we got, what valuable birth we got. Demigods, they are envious of the human. When they look down from the heaven, they are wondering what these human beings have done, tapasya or donation or yajna, whatever. They're thinking we are demigods. To become Indra, you have to do 100 horse sacrifice. In Kali Yuga, we cannot do one horse sacrifice. But to become Indra, you have to do 100. But Indra is thinking, I became Indra, I did so many sacrifices, but I cannot do what these human beings are doing. Indra thinking like that. All the demigods thinking like that. They're looking down on this, especially Bharatvarsha. They're looking and they're in Bhagavatam, they're praying. Kalpayusham stanajanatuna bhavat kshanayusham bharata bhuja yoga. If you get lifespan of one kalpa in heavenly planets, one kalpa means 1000 yoga cycles. This is nothing to compare to kshanayusham bharata bhuja. To take one moment birth in this bharata. Demigods speaking like this. You can read in Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasadeva has quoted this. But we thinking we want to go to heaven. The demigods thinking what these humans have done to get this chance. Because they can serve the Supreme Lord, they can put their mind on the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. In heaven you cannot do that. You want to think of Krishna, but so much enjoyment will come, it will not allow you to think. They say this themselves, that is a festival of extreme sense gratification every day. So how you think of Krishna? Just imagine you can spend every day 1 million euro. How much Krishna consciousness will be in your life? Nothing will be left. The consciousness, shop consciousness will come. Well, how to spend, what to do. All sinful ideas will come to your mind, how to spend this money. But no idea to give to Krishna. So that these demigods, they're lamenting like this. We want to think of Krishna, but this enjoyment doesn't allow us. They are bhaktas. Don't misunderstand, we are respecting the demigods. They are bhaktas, but they have desires. They cannot come out from samsara. They have to take kshinna punya martalokam vishanti. You have so much punya, you go there, but when punya is finished, drop down to this planet again, and the whole story starts again. So they are bhaktas, they worshipping Supreme Lord, but they cannot come out from this samsara. So only human form of life, they can come out. Humans are so powerful, more than demigods. You see, yogis, what they can do, sometimes demigods come to them and ask for help. They are more powerful. So we have this wonderful human body with wonderful hands, so nice mind, senses, everything is there, is perfect for self-realization and God realization. No other body in this whole creation is made like this to realize yourself. No other body. Demigod's body is not so suitable like this human body. Therefore, only human birth is considered sudurlabha and sulabha, not demigod's birth. Demigod's birth, you have to do so many things. Here in India, many want to go to Swarga. They do karma kanda and do so many donations and yajna, and they think they will go to Swarga and enjoy. They can also go, but again come down. And again come up, it's also very troublesome. Also, Swargaloka means it's not free from problems. Sometimes demons come, take away everything from them, they have to hide themselves. This is also, there are so many histories are there, so it's not a solution. Just temporarily you go and come, and it goes like this. And you have to come down to this world. So this human birth, take this human birth, take this opportunity. Now we can do so many things. Kshanadapi, samsarasmin kshanadapi satsanga. But this body is also dying now. We can see now, if I don't cut my beard for some time, it becomes white, I become old man. So that is also good. To see in the mirror every day, you see your face. This is also your Guru. One in Bhagavatam, one Avadhuta Brahmin is there. He has 24 gurus, and after explaining 24 gurus, said this body is also my guru. What you can learn from this guru? Nothing is eternal in this world. Nothing is permanent. Everything will go. Every day morning time you can see some wrinkle more, some grey hair more, some hair less, some these. Problems always coming, the digestion becomes less, pain becomes more. All these things we know, old age is not a joke at all. It's very tough, but it's a very good guru. Very good guru. One of our gurus, Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj. He was actually one of the first devotees I ever met, and due to him I am here. So he once said, what is better? At the end of your life you suffer so much. This body gives you all kinds of pain, and you suffer, and you pray to Krishna. Last time Krishna, I will not come again. I had enough. Or at the end of the life, your body is full of energy. Your mind has more energy, desires never become old, so you running after desires. One day you die with millions of desires, so what is better? So it's not bad also. This world here is made like this, that you come to the right conclusion. It's not our place. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, this is not a place for a gentleman. This material world, like a toilet. You come, go there, do your business and come out. In the toilet you don't make a nice living. Just go and leave that place. So this is also like this. And now this human world we got, this is the entrance, the door to come out, the exit. This is like now we are samsara, we're making a full round of samsara. This is not 1, 2 birds, not 10 birds, not 100 birds, it's millions and millions of birds. 8,400,000 species are there. So we go on full cycle, you come to this human birth after so many births. We are not aware. Krishna is so merciful, he lets us forget everything. Otherwise our mind will go crazy. Just this lifetime, how much we have suffered, we cannot remember. Krishna doesn't allow this. So if we would remember only one lifetime of problems, we need a psychiatrist, psychologist to process this. So we have done this millions and millions and millions of lifetimes. It's not a joke. So now we got human birth, we can come out. And how to come out? Very easy. Just use this human body. We don't need anything actually. Krishna gave everything in this human body. Everything. This wonderful tongue. Animals have not such a language. We don't have these thoughts. So we can chant his name, we can think of Krishna, we can speak about him, we can hear about him. This is so wonderful. That is enough. We don't need any machine to realize ourselves. We don't need any internet, we don't need no video, we don't need all these things. This is all artificial. Krishna gave this creation in such a way, he created everything. He created all different kinds of living entities, including the demigods, but he did not create the human being, he was not happy. Lord was not happy. Then finally he created this human life, form of life. After he was happy. Why? Because he understood by this human body, the jiva can understand me, the jiva can love me. Then Bhagavan was very happy. So we need nothing else than this body, nothing else than this mind, nothing else than this voice. Everything is okay. If we use this for Krishna, we will get everything. Haryam Nam eva kevalam, kalo nastyeva bhaktira. In this Kali Yuga, you just need this voice and say Krishna's name. That's do his kirtan, clap with the hands, play mridanga. Dogs cannot do that. They can do that, but they can't chant the name. They cannot play mridanga. They cannot clap in the hands. So we can do this all. Krishna gave this everything to us. So we should use it. It's a very simple process. Very powerful. Very powerful. So Krishna gave everything to us. So much mercy he gave to us. Sadhu Sangha also he gave to us. Now we have to give mercy to ourselves also. not only waiting, we're praying for mercy to everyone. We're praying to Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. We're praying Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karu More. It's only praying for mercy. But give some mercy to yourself also. Be merciful to yourself. What does it mean, be merciful to yourself? Just think of Krishna. This is the best holiday for the mind. Mind is day and night working. No? They are never happy. How much you want to give this mind? He wants more. Na jatu kama kamanam upabhogyena shamyati havisha Krishna vatmama puyaiva vivartate. How much you enjoy, you will never be satisfied. So mind wants always what he wants, what she wants, never satisfied with oneself. So mind will not give any peace. So how to pacify the mind? Think of Krishna. Therefore Jagannath Goswami, he made Manashiksha. And he asked his dear mind, please my dear mind, you think of Guru, of Vrindavan, you think of your mantra, you think of Radha Krishna. Then you're very peaceful. It's the best time. Mind will be very happy. Mind will become our friend. If mind is our enemy, he will drag us through all different kinds of hell. But if mind is our friend, he will bring us to the lotus feet of Krishna. This human, we have this capacity. We have this mind, this mental power. Others don't have that. So we have this, so we should take our mind and put to the lotus feet of Krishna. And we will be happy. Satya Prabhuji requested, or Lingaman Prabhu requested to say something about my Gurudev also. And he said that we are not ordinary pujaris. Pujaris, they do take one flower and offer to Krishna. That is good. That is not bad. It's very good. But we are not ordinary pujaris. We are such kind of pujaris. He instructed my sannyas guru, Pujapad Bhakti Vishnu Goswami Maharaj. He requested him, because he did not want to go preaching. He's such a preacher. He's like 100% made of preaching. But he did not want to go when he was young. He wanted to study more and to go more into all these rituals and archana and everything. He wanted to study. Then he said, we are not ordinary pujaris. We are pujaris. We have to take the flower of the mind of the people and offer this to Krishna. This is our duty. This we should do. So Guru Maharaj, he was expert. My Guru Maharaj, Om Vishnu Parachara Bhakti Vaishnava Maharaj. That was his mission. He was embodiment of Harinam and preaching Haribol. He was day and night at the end of his life. He was constantly chanting. He forgot everything. At the end, he did not recognize anyone who is around him, but his hand was always holding the chapel and chanting until last. And his last instruction at the public speech in 2008 at the Guru gave his Om Vyasa Puja, he said, Kirtaniya Sadahari. This is the message, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By this message, we will be happy, others will be happy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be happy, Krishna will be happy, whole universe will be happy. Sri Devi will also be happy because she's a Vaishnavi. She wants everyone to worship Krishna, but she's just testing us. So all will be happy if we chant the holy name. Kirtaniya Sadahari. That is easiest. What is difficult? This tongue whole day is doing nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to carry, nothing to hold or to digest or something, nothing. Whole day is there. We can work whole day in the office, we not use the tongue. Just do something. But you can whole day, you can just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we will be happy. Nothing will be broken. Krishna will protect everything. So Guru Maharaj's message was like this. Wherever he came, he preached it. And he spoke always about Namacharya Shri. When the first time I met him, Gurudev, he was glorifying Namacharya until the end. Anything in the Qatar when he spoke, Oh, who was he? Oh, Haridas. And he spoke really well. He could always, he relished so much taste. And when he spoke, Katha, his tears were coming out. He could not control his tears. Anything, when he spoke about Haridas Thakur, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about Krishna Leela, when he spoke about A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he cried so much. He was so close to Srila Prabhupada. There are some letters, maybe you have seen, where Srila Prabhupada addressed our Gurudev, "You're the only one who is helping me." Because Guru Maharaj was not at all envious. He was not criticizing him. He was supporting him. Actually, Srila Prabhupada, when he decided to go to the West, he planned it for decades. So he requested also our Gurudev. When he took sannyas in 59, Srila Prabhupada, then he was thinking how to fulfill the desire of my Gurudev to preach this Krishna consciousness in English language in the Western countries. So he approached also our Gurudev. Gurudev was here in Andhra. He was in Rajmandri, Kogur. So he came also to Gurudev and requested him, "You please come with me." And the Gurudev, he was temple president of that Ramananda Gaudiya Math and also Chinmay Gaudiya Math. Both temples he was managing. So he said, "How can I go? I have so much responsibility." So he rejected the dear request of his senior god brother. Then he felt very bad actually. So when Guru Maharaj came in old age, 96, he came first time to the West. Means 30 years after Srila Prabhupada requested him. Then he said, "Now I rejected the request of one senior Vaishnava, which is actually an offense." So he said, "I feel very sorry, but now I pay back my debts." So he was traveling every year from 96 to 2005. He was circling the globe. With 92 years, he was still traveling all over the world without being tired. Now we are 50, we are tired from doing nothing. But he was traveling all over the world. You know, traveling is not easy. You're just waiting, sitting, waiting. It's not easy to. But he happily, wherever he came, he was just Haribol, Haribol. He was never tired, never saw Guru Maharaj tired. Even they have to wait for hours and hours at the airport, always sleeping. Guru Maharaj was sleeping. There's so much energy. So he had very dear relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And when Srila Prabhupada went to the West, then he wrote these letters to Gurudev, and Gurudev helped him. So when he came back to India in the 70s, at that time, our Gurudev opened one temple in Vishakhapatnam. And he invited Srila Prabhupada to open this temple. And Prabhupada brought many of his disciples, some 10 disciples, something, and Gurudev hosted them. And they took so much prasad, they all became sick. You know, Indian idlis, vadas, chutney, dosa, so they took so, for breakfast they took so much that noontime nobody was anymore hungry, but noontime again, it was so tasty. So all became sick. One Prabhupada's disciple, once he told this story, one godbrother of our gurus, of Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev, Ananda Lila Mahaprabhu, he was cooking. He was cooking for Bhakti Siddhanta already. So he was cooking so nice Indian, South Indian prasadam, they all became sick. They could not digest anymore. Like Satya Prabhu is feeding everyone, he was feeding everyone. All the devotees. Up to a year. But with so much love, nobody could also resist, and so much taste also. So he invited, Srila Gurudev invited Srila Prabhupada, and he opened the temple in Vishakhapatnam. And then Srila Prabhupada also gave one lecture. And then one Indian person stood up. He was a Christian. And he said, "Swamiji, why are you changing their faith? They have already their religion. Why are you converting them to Hinduism?" And then Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada was very sharp. He said, "My disciples, they are best Christians. They follow best what Jesus said." Because we don't, thou shalt not kill. Vaishnavas do that. Christians just apply this to animals, not to you. They are just to the human, not to the animals. So Prabhupada understood that my disciples, they are best followers of Jesus. that person was completely silent, could not say any word. Prabhupada, with one sentence, he finished that. Because when he stood up, he said, Swamiji, silence. Why are you converting these Western to Hindus? What is necessary? They have already delivered. But he finished that. Srila Prabhupada was of that nature. And Gurudev, when he told us his history, he said, I could not expect what argument he gave Prabhupada. Immediately he finished that. So he was very happy. Then, later on, when Srila Prabhupada made the foundation in Mayapur, now in Mayapur is a huge temple that is based on Anantashesh. So when they were doing this installation of Anantashesh, he requested our Gurudev to come. He requested all his God brothers to come, but nobody wanted to come. So Srila Gurudev came with Ananda Nilama Prabhu and others, and they were arranging also the prasadam for everyone. And Gurudev went also down in the ditch. They can see some pictures of Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada down, and they installed him Anantashesh and did all his pujas there. So at that time also, some God brothers then of Srila Prabhupada came, and some also, they were little objecting why he took the title Prabhupada. There's some stories there, some issues going on there. Then our Gurudev said, he defended Srila Prabhupada. He said, he is a real Prabhupada. He did so much service. Who has done that? So many Prabhupads are there. In Vrindavan, so many Goswamis, there Prabhupada there. So what is the problem? And he did so much service. Who has done this service? Who liberated the whole world? So he deserves this title Prabhupada. So Guru Maharaj had no problem with that. They are very close friendship. And later on, from time to time they met. Later on, when Srila Prabhupada was already very weak and was ready to leave this world, then Gurudev came to Vrindavan in 77. Before Kartik, Srila Gurudev, they were on the way to North India, Rishikesh, Haribol there. They were doing some Tirtha Yatra. And Srila Gurudev came to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was lying already very thin and very weak. And Gurudev asked him, oh, Swami Maharaj, they speak like God brothers, he asked me, how you can go? You have to stay here, your disciples, they are so small, like children. You have to stay, how you can go? You stay 10 years more. He requested him, stay 10 years more. And Prabhupada gave his hand to Gurudev. Our Gurudev was Ayurvedic doctor. It was Nishinga Kaviraji, it was before sannyas, it was known as that. So Prabhupada gave him the hand. Then Gurudev took the hand and checked the pulse. Then Prabhupada said, you see, Gurudev said, no pulse was there. Then Prabhupada said, it's everything in the hand of Krishna. So Gurudev, what he can do? So Gurudev went to Tirtha Yatra when he came back. So Prabhupada left his world. But Gurudev always so much cared for any Prabhupada's disciple. When he met him, he treating them like so loving. So after, when he came to the West, Srila Gurudev in 96 and 99, 2000, he traveled to USA and he wanted to see all the places where Prabhupada started. His matchless gift shop and the Tompkins Square Park, and Guru Maharaj went to every single place and he was crying. And he remembered what Prabhupada has done. He was crying so much. And all the Prabhupada disciples who came, they saw Prabhupada. And they saw Gurudev, they remember, oh, that like our Prabhupada saying. Because why Prabhupada was so successful? So much love he had. It's not the knowledge, it's not even the books, even the books converting the whole people, but why he's so successful? That is the love. That is Nityananda Prabhu's love which came to him, which unconditional love. By this he embraced everyone. Uttama Adama Kitchuna Bhajida Jache Dilekako. Who is Uttama, who is Adama? He embraced everyone. He not see anybody's fault. He just see everybody is my family. This is Vaishnava, Uttama, Mahabhagavata. He said, this is my everybody, these are my jivas. Because Krishna's family, we all belong to Krishna's family. So he see that my jivas, why they shall suffer? So he want to help everyone. And I asked many of Prabhupada's disciples, why you became his disciple? They all said, because so much love. They could not understand it at all. They could not handle it. One disciple, it's Bhaktadas, he said when Prabhupada came to the temple, we just fell flat on the floor and he was patting us on the shoulders and we floating in ocean of ecstasy. They're just waiting for this when Prabhupada gave some of it. And this love was there, so they all became disciples. So Guru Maharaj also, same kind of love. You see, that is all they want to help. Why with 90 years he's going around the world? He was never interested in money. He was never interested to collect disciples, never interested to make a big mission. Everything came, because everything is running after the pure devotee. Money, fame, everything runs, but he was not interested in that. He could not be influenced also by these things. Until old age, he did not want anything. He just wanted to help everyone. And if Gurudev, if you have some question to our Gurudev, he fully gave all his attention to you. And this is attention means Krishna is there. Pure devotee means Tumhara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. So if a pure devotee you meet Krishna. And if you speak with a pure devotee and a pure devotee thinks of you, Krishna will think of you. You should be conscious of that. So when Gurudev and we had some question, he gave all his awareness to you. And you could feel now that Krishna is listening your question. This is the way how we do, because if we speak to Krishna, he listens or does not listen now, but we don't know. But you speak to the Vaishnavas, and the Vaishnavas will forward your message to Krishna, 100% they will reach. So we go to the Vaishnavas and ask him. But if the question was nonsense, he became so angry. Then also all his anger, he did not want to waste his time. Guru Maharaj was very strong. We not saw him because we came late and he was already old, 80 plus. But when he was young, he was so full of energy and he did not tolerate any deviation. Any brahmachari, he did something, he could not stand in front of Gurudev. When Gurudev came to the mat, all were running away. He opened so many temples, mostly in Orissa, more than 26 temples or something. So he was always traveling. When he came to the mat, all running away because they have little, in front of Gurudev you are X-rayed. He sees everything, so they were hiding. When Gurudev's room was open and they had to cross the door, they were just running like this, that he will not see that. Because he knew everything. Guru means Paramatma. You cannot hide anything. So he was very, very strong and he was keeping the purity of that mission. He did not allow his disciples to give two times Navaratri. One time, next time you give, why you give again? You want to show like big devotee? Then he was very strict. If somebody took Japa Mala and was walking up and down, what are you doing? You want to show others, you will chanting, do some service, go. It was like this. If they're asking him some question, Guru Maharaj, there was either you say yes or you have fire is coming. So there's nothing, no arguing, nothing. He just gives some commands, you can follow. He was very, very strict. And my sannyas guru, he came very early, so he experienced Guru Maharaj with so much strength, so hard he was, and he could not tolerate that also. So he went to his Guru Maharaj's god brother, who was just opposite, Srila Bhakti Jivan Janardana Goswami Maharaj, maybe I forgot his name. He was a Rasika. Day and night he was speaking about Radha Krishna Leela, Gaur Leela, this Leela, always in the mood of Radharani's side, very sweet. So he went there and asked him, I cannot tolerate Gurudev anymore. He is so hard, he's not allowing anything. We cannot even ask a question on Bhagavatam, he becomes angry like this. He never speaks anything, always. Then Srila Janardana Goswami Maharaj said, now you don't understand. Later you will understand. It is necessary. Guru means heavy. He has to be heavy also. Cannot be light. Now you don't understand, later you will understand. He's like a coconut. Very hard outside, but inside is sweet rasa. So if that coconut is not hard, Rasa will not become sweet inside, everything will go out. So devotees must be like that. Must be also strong. Guru must be strong, but inside, what he's giving is a sweet rasa. And that is coming through that, so one has to tolerate. Shastra says, if you tolerate your Gurudev, he is torturing you. He is he's like treating you wrongly. If you tolerate, everything will come. You will get everything. Understand? Everything. If you have same devotion, yasya deve parabhakti, yata deve tata guru, tasyete kapita yada prakashanade mahatma. Same bhakti, parabhakti you have for Krishna and same for Gurudev, you will get everything. So our Gurudev, he gave this strong example. He was very merciful. He sacrificed his life to spread the holy name without becoming tired, and he gave so many nice inspirations. He was absolutely non-sectarian. He never quarreled with any of his god brothers. He had open, he served everyone. He said, don't see fault in any Vaishnava, otherwise you cannot serve them. If you see some fault, then forget it, serve them. If you see the faults, everything, why are we serving him? He's doing this, that, he's doing this, that, and we don't want to serve him. How will we get blessings of Krishna? How Krishna will be happy? So don't see anybody's fault. And Guru Maharaj, he practiced like this. He invited everyone, he served everyone, he respected everyone, he never quarreled, he could never find any headlines, some bad things. He never involved into this politics, nothing. Just chant the holy name and be happy. He practiced that, he showed that, and do service. Surrender at the last part of his life. He just preached surrender and chant the holy name. Just this. Last time he came to Vienna in 2005. Last lecture he gave, he requested our Pujapad Nishinga Maharaj read this Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jiva Daya Kore Svaparshada Svedam Sahavada. This is Sharanagati song. You read it and again read and again read. That was a lecture. Surrender. If we surrender, we get everything. If we don't surrender, Maya Devi will take care of us. If we surrender to Krishna, Krishna is master of Maya. He said, Devi Daivi Shagunamaya, Mama Maya. He said, Duratyaya. She is Duratyaya. Nobody can come out. She has so many weapons. We cannot escape. But, Mameva Prapadyante Maya. If you surrender to Krishna, Maya Devi will become very helpful for us. She will connect us. She will become Yoga Maya, not Mahamaya. She will make yoga. She will make connection. She will give us a place in Vrindavan because she is the Yoga Maya. She will give us a place in Vrindavan, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is praying, what is the real blessing of Maya Devi? Nishkapate haya mata chao morapane. Oh, without nishkapata, without duplicity, give me your mercy. Vaishnava vishwasa riddhi hoka pratijana. Every moment I shall have more faith in the Vaishnavas. This is the real blessing of Maya Devi. Therefore we also pray, we want this blessing. Give me faith in the Vaishnavas. Then if you have faith in the Vaishnavas, cross this ocean of birth and death is nothing. This is a journey, happening like you booking one cruising some ship and go over the ocean happily. They have all enjoyment there and go for thousands of kilometers. This is like this ocean of birth and death is very difficult to cross. So many dangers inside, but if it's sadhu sangha, no problem is there. Yanam ja solvanam rupyasanam bhavatim neshe bhavat gunakatam ritapanamutta. Dhruva Maharaj is praying Bhagavatam. Easily I will cross this ocean of birth and death, which is very dangerous, full of sharks, crocodiles, these whales and timingilas and everything is there. But neshe bhavat gunakatam ritapana. I will listen your gunakatamrita, your beautiful cloth, the nectar of your qualities, your kata, I will listen. I will become drunk by this, completely mad, intoxicated, happy, and cross this ocean. therefore we do sadhu sangha. Become drunk with the Krishna's katha. This is the best. Today also, my Gurudev from Orissa, so Bhagavat, all the Jagannath's Bhaktas in Orissa. And today also we celebrating this Nava Yauvana darshan of Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Really, I have never seen so beautiful Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. They look so beautiful. And Jagannath is very merciful. He is ocean of mercy. So we should stop with the sweet. If you take prasadam, finally take one sweet. Madhurena samapayat. Shastra says, end with the sweet. So Jagannath is Patita Pavana Bhakta Vatsala. He always helping his devotees. So King Prataparudra's father, Purushottam Dev, Singh, he wanted to marry. So he found one in South India. What was that? Vidyanagar, Krishnanagar, some city in South India. He found one suitable princess. And he invited the king and the queen and the princess to come to Puri for Jagannath Ratha Yatra. He sent his minister there, and they came, whole family king with all his entourage came, and Jagannath Ratha Yatra, such a gorgeous festival. And Jagannath, they brought him out and he boarded his beautiful Ratha. And then they gave the broom to the king, because king in Jagannath Puri is Adidas. He's the first servant of Jagannath. So he's starting sweeping the street. Then this king from South India was thinking, what kind of king is he? When a king can sweep the street, I cannot marry my daughter to a sweeper. This is not possible. So silently, without saying anything, he took all his entourage, his family, his daughter, and left the place. He was completely disgusted. How can I give my daughter in hand to such a person who is a sweeper only? We are kings. So he left the place. Then after the festival was over, the king is wondering where. Purushottam Dev is wondering where is the king, where is the princess. Then he heard, he left, and he was like disappointed. He was blaspheming them. Oh, he is a sweeper. He is a low caste. He is not a, what king is that? Then he became angry. He does not understand. I'm a sweeper, but whose sweeper I am? The Supreme Lord Jagannath is blaspheming Jagannath, not to me. He's blaspheming Jagannath. We declare war, we go and fight. Immediately he called his army. His army was much bigger than the other king's army. Immediately declared war, sent one messenger, this is war. You cannot give such a bad name to Jagannath's servant. Not for himself, he was feeling unhappy. Vaishnava is happy. If he's blasphemed, feels like nectar, no problem. But they blaspheme his master, they cannot tolerate. So he declared war. So that king from South India, he was Lord Shiva's and Lord Parvati's devotee, so bhakta. So they did big puja and worshipped Lord Shiva and then Shiva Parvati Devi. And then they went to war. And by the blessings of Mahadev and Parvati, they defeated the big army. And Purushottam Dev came back defeated. He had such a big army, they had a small army, but they could not defeat it. He lost the battle, and so he came back to Jagannath Puri, and he wanted to die. It was very bad for the king to survive for lost battle. So he came to Jagannath and started fasting. He doesn't want to eat anymore. And they asked him, what happened? Why are you not helping me? Why I am defeated? I went for you. Jagannath appeared in his dream. When he was fasting and then became weak, so he fell asleep. He wanted to die, and Jagannath appeared in the dream. Why are you not asking me? You never requested me. Because he accused him, you're not helping me. I am defeated by this small army, you're not helping me. Jagannath himself said, but you're not asking for help. You yourself declared war without asking me, without coming to me, you went. But Jagannath said, now you go again. I will come. I am my brother. I will come. I am Balaram, no problem. We will come. Then, south of Puri, Puri, there is one village that is called Manipur. There. Then one lady there, she's selling yogurt and milk. She's from Manik family. Family name is Manik. So she was there, and suddenly, that is south of Puri, on the way to South India. So two soldiers came, very shining soldier, one on a black horse, one on a white horse. And they came by, and when she was carrying yogurt and milk on her head, then the one soldier said, "Oh, smelling nice yogurt, nice milk." He said, "Oh, you're thirsty? We did not take anything, we just left. You're thirsty? Yes, take." So they took all the milk, all the yogurt, everything they took. Who was sitting on the white horse? That is Krishna. And on the black horse, Balaram was sitting. So Krishna gave all to Balaram, Balaram gave everything to Krishna. They finished everything. They came in the form of soldiers, very strong generals. So they finished all this, and then they said, "But we have no money to pay. We cannot give any money." And she said, "But we have to give something. That is my livelihood." Then Krishna, from his finger, he gave one ring. He said, "The king is coming with his whole army. When he's coming, just stop him and show him this ring, he will reward it for them." And they left. They went to the south. Then, after some time, the king came with the whole army, and the lady, she stopped the king. The king said, "Go out of the way, we couldn't do what?" And she said, "No, you have to stop." Then, finally the king asked, "What is the matter?" And then that lady said, "Two of your soldiers came, they took all my milk, they took all my yogurt, they could not pay, but they gave me one ring." So, she showed the ring to the king. When the king saw this ring, he came down from his horse. He gave full dandavat to this lady and started crying. He said, "You are so fortunate. You had the darshan of Balaram and Jagannath." So he was so happy, and he understood, now that is true, they are on the way, now no problem. So he gave the whole village to that lady. Now that village is called Manipatna. Still, he gave so much land, he was so happy. Then he came down to south and he defeated that king completely. Krishna and Balaram, they are doing everything. And like he said to the king, like you called me sweeper, now like a sweeper, he took, like with a big broom, he took all the wealth, everything he took and brought back to Jagannath. And he took all the wealth, the throne, the princess, everything he stole, like with a big broom, cleaning the room. He took everything from the king's head. You said, "I'm a sweeper, now I show you what sweeper I am." He took everything, also he took Shakshi Gopal from there. Shakshi Gopal went down to South India. He took this deity also because king is a great devotee, so Gopal is also here. He brought this Gopal deity to Puri. Then he installed that Gopal deity in Jagannath Puri temple. Then after some time, Jagannath appeared to the king in a dream and said, "Since Gopal has come, because he is halfway between kitchen and the altar, since Gopal has come, I did not get any sweets. He stole all the sweets. So please take him out, make an old temple for Gopal." So now Shakshi Gopal is before Puri. So you go there, he put a big king made an old temple, his own temple, because Gopal is very fond of sweets. He not like all these salted things, but he likes some sweet butter and yogurt and all this rabri. So he took everything. And this also, and the king ordered, he stole also the princess, and he ordered to his minister, "Now you take this princess and marry her to a sweeper. Punish her. They give this aparat to me, he finished everything, and this princess also should be punished. Take her, marry her to a sweeper." Very heavy, no? Princess, how she can marry one sweeper? He's always with these dirty things on the street. She's a princess. So she was very unhappy. Minister took her and brought her away. Next year, when it was Ratha Yatra time, then again the king came to this room and started sweeping the streets. At that time, the minister came and gave the princess to the sweeper. And married her to the sweeper also. So this is Jagannath's many beautiful pastimes there. in Orissa, they all know this. So many from traditionally they have eaten so many. Jagannath is Patita Pavan. He has big eyes, no ears. He just sees like microscope. You have one tiny good quality in your heart, you will make it very big. But no ears. All this nonsense we speak, he never wants to listen. He is very merciful. This is the ecstatic form of Krishna. When he is in separation from Vrindavan, he becomes Jagannath. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani in the separation from Krishna. He is coming to Jagannath Puri. So in Jagannath Puri, both is Leela's meet. It's a very beautiful place. And we are happy to have Jagannath Baladev Subhadra here. We are also celebrating the Durga Puja, celebrating Sadhu Sangha. We are human beings, take this opportunity, take the Sadhu Sangha. What the Govinda Das Kaviraj said, Bhagavata Nandana, Bhayacharana Ravindare, Durlava Manava, Janama Sange, Tarvare. Cross this ocean of birth and death by taking Sadhu Sangha. It's easy, it's nice. What is bad with Sadhu Sangha? You hear nice katha, take nice prasadam, do nice sankirtan. It's the best. And Krishna will take care of the rest. If we surrender to Krishna, we will also have problems. It's not that the problems stop. Sometimes problems become more. Is it like devotees have no problems? Not at all. Not at all. Devotees have so many problems. But we can tolerate it easy. This suffering is coming in so many forms, but no problem. You listen Krishna's katha, you do his service, you can tolerate these things. Krishna gives us the power to tolerate. Without all of these, life is very, very troublesome. So, thank you so much for listening patiently. I hope I did not say anything wrong. We are happy here, it's a very auspicious occasion. Program goes on now how? Now Pushpa Abhishek. So everybody can do?
Yeah, we'll start.
We will do some Sankirtan?
Yeah, Simple Kirtan and everyone can join.
Everybody can offer some flowers to Jagannath Baladev Subhadra.
Are the flowers ready?
Pushpa Abhishek, all flowers are ready.
All flowers are ready?
Yes.
Can somebody, one can have Achman.
One Achman gives some to everyone. Everybody should offer some flowers. Shila Gurudev ki jai, Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Shri Durga Puja ki jai, Shri Navaratri ki jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Jyot ki jai, Tadiya Netrotsava ki jai, Gurmangal Shri Nam Sankirtan Yaga ki jai, Gourpremanande, Shri Hyderabad Gachibowli Yatra ki jai.